UFC Fight Night, Ian Machado Garry versus Carlo Prates, full card prediction. Let's get straight into it. Starting with the prelims, ending with the main event. We have Jacqueline Amarin versus Poliana Viana. And I'm going Jacqueline. Jacqueline just has the finishing potential. Poliana has been getting finished recently, and she hasn't won a fight since 2022. Well, all that being said, Jacqueline does have finishing potential. She can finish fights. She isn't really much of a staller. And she has good subs. She has good submissions. And I feel way more confident picking Jacqueline in this fight. Moving on up the card, we have Macklin Wellmaker versus Cameron Simon. And I'm going Wellmaker. No, I'm not. I'm going Cameron Simon. I feel like a lot of people look at the last loss to Payne Talbot and kind of just breeze past him. He's a good fighter, and he does have a solid chin. Even though Payne Talbot KO'd him, we're not about to act like he doesn't have a crazy chin. That knee that Payne Talbot landed in that fight would have KO'd anybody. And Simon was just able to wear the damage, and he got TKO'd. But yeah, he got masterclassed by Payne Talbot. And he trains in Dricus du Plessis' gym. So he has a decent chin, and Simon might be a little too much for someone making their debut. And I think even though Wellmaker has had good performances, Simon's just a better fighter in this fight. I'm going Cameron Simon. Moving on up the card, we have Damon Blackshear versus, I'm going to try to pronounce his name, Alta Ghili. I'm going Damon Blackshear. Damon Blackshear has been looking really impressive in his last performances. Just came off that submission win, I believe, in the second or first round. And he just has an insane height and reach advantage. Has fought the better people in the division and lost to them. But I think he's going to clean this guy up, to be honest. I mean, he's pretty decent. And I just feel like this reach is going to be a little too much. And height. I mean, 5'5" in the bantamweight against a 5 taller type of fight in the bantamweight. I'm going Blackshear to get this one done. And then we have Chris Gutierrez. Can't even click on it. But we have Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. And honestly, in this fight, you could go whoever you want. I'm kind of torn between this fight. Chris Gutierrez, I mean, the odds, I'm pretty sure, like minus 120 to plus 100. And in this fight, I'm just going to go the underdog in John Castaneda just because I'm getting some plus money out of it. You could really go either way. There's some solid arguments for each of these people in this fight. Moving on up the card, we have Evan Elder versus Ahmad Hassanzada. And I'm going Evan Elder. I feel like a lot of people forget Evan Elder is actually good. And all of his losses, I believe except for one, came inside the UFC. Ahmed is making his UFC debut. And if I'm being honest, I think he loses this. I mean, he's lost outside the UFC. He's an okay fighter. When you look at the record, you look at the tape, you're like, not the tape, you look at the records, this is going to be a close fight. Not really. I mean, Evan Elder's really solid. Pretty decently well-rounded. If you look at his, he's pretty well-rounded. So, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people give him crap, but I think he's a safer bet on this fight. I'm going Evan Elder. I think I've only picked favorites so far. Pretty interesting. Then we have Matt Schnell versus Jimmy Flick. If I'm being honest, I think Matt Schnell might get a little masterclass going on. I know, let me stop, but I'm taking Matt Schnell. He's kind of lost to the who's in the flyweight division. Lost to Brandon Royval, Manel Cab. Jimmy Flick's okay. Hasn't really won against any big names. And I think Matt Schnell might just be a little too much for him early on, especially in this fight. So I just feel more comfortable going Matt Schnell. And yeah, the odds show what I think the odds are right about this fight. And yeah, moving on up to the main card. We have Ikram Aliskerov versus Andre Muniz. And I'm going Ikram Aliskerov. He's looking like he gained a little bit of weight in this picture, though, man. What's up with that? Ikram looking like he gained a little weight, but he got to lay off the cheeseburgers. But Andre Muniz, he's okay. But Ikram I think he's the biggest favorite on this card. And yeah, he lost in his debut to Robert Whittaker. Like, we're talking like one of the greatest middleweights of all time. And he should be able to win this fight. I don't really see any reason for him not to win this fight. He's pretty well rounded. And yeah, I mean, like, bro, half the people are going to lose their debut to Robert Whittaker, bro. Like, especially on short notice, I believe the fight was. Like, it was a short notice switch up. I mean, come on. Like, Ikram Aliskerov, I don't really have to say too much. Really impressive fighter. Andre Muniz, it's cool. He's cool, but I think this is going to be a nice comeback win for Ikram Aliskerov. Moving on to Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby. Should be a striker's delight matchup, and I'm going Randy Brown. We just seen him get robbed against Brian Battle. I had Brian Battle winning. It was a lot closer than it should have been. But Randy Brown is just so tall for the welterweight division. His striking is crisp. He has good range management. Yeah, man, he's just too tall. 6'3" in the welterweight. Like, I mean, not too tall. There's a couple tall welterweights. But, I mean, and he has the reach. I mean, this should be interesting. But I think Randy Brown should get this done. I mean, we kind of seen him really give Brian Battle that work. And Brian Battle was kind of smudging him against the fence. If we don't have any of that business going on, I think I like Randy Brown in this fight. And yeah, Nicholas Dalby, he's pretty good. He's pretty decent, but I just feel like Randy Brown striking, especially since this is mostly a striking matchup. I mean, come on. Gotta go with Randy Brown. Statistically, I feel like Randy Brown also is the better fighter. Moving on up the card, we have Michel Pereira versus Abus Magomedov. I mean, Michel Pereira about to do like 30 backflips in this fight. This guy's really entertaining. Even though he's coming off that knockout ground and pound loss to Fluffy Hernandez, bro. Fluffy Hernandez gives everybody that work. For being honest, Fluffy Hernandez is one of those guys. Really solid fighter. I mean, he's like a backpack. You literally can't get him off. You just, like, you try to get up. He's taking your hand, ground and pound, submission attempts. You trying to get up. He's just on your back. And now he's I feel like we might see something similar in Abus Magomedov. Abus Magomedov fought a lot of good fighters, especially in the middleweight division. But yeah, like I was saying, Abus Magomedov, he averages about 3 takedowns per fight. We've seen him come off that really impressive win against Bruno Ferreira, where he was able to negate that early onslaught of just heavy punches Bruno Ferreira throws, and really just kind of like stick with it and do what he has to do. And I'm going Abus Magomedov in this fight. I feel like if he lands the takedowns, Michel Pereira, he's more of just a striker. And if he doesn't get his striking going, and if he's not able to negate any of the takedown defense if he's not able to negate any takedowns coming his way, this might just be an Abus Magomedov wrestle sesh. Give me Abus Magomedov as the dog. I think he's a solid dog. Then we have Giga Chikadze versus David Onama. And Giga Chikadze slowly starting to tighten up. I actually like Giga in this fight. Give me this as another underdog. I think Giga Chikadze is a solid dog in this fight. David Onama had a decent fight with, I think his name's Romero, whatever. He stepped in on short notice, had a brawl, but the problem is Giga Chikadze, yeah, he lost to Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen's a tough fight, but he's just a durable dude, man. He's never got knocked out. He's only been submitted once. David Onama might try to mix in the grappling here, but he's not really a grappler. He has decent striking, but if we're just going striking, I mean, give me Giga all day. And I mean, these guys are pretty much the same reach, same length in the legs. But yeah, I think just Giga, he has that Giga kick, kicks him right in the liver. Yeah, I like him as a dog. I actually like him as a dog. I think he should win this fight, to be honest. I'm pretty surprised he's even the dog. But yeah, I like Giga Chikadze as the dog. I mean, even if Onama is trying to like wrestle him, I just feel like Giga has decent takedown defense. I don't think he's gonna get subbed. Moving on up the card with Anthony Smith versus Zhang Minyang, the Chinese monster. Bro, give me Zhang Minyang. This guy's a dog. And this is a night. And listen, I might be glazing a little bit, but this is a nightmare matchup for Anthony Smith, bro. Yeah, Anthony Smith is decent, has fought a lot of names, whatever. But like, bro, Zhang Minyang be knocking everybody out. Tough dude, man. And Anthony Smith, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick him because, I mean, his last fight, yeah, I get it. His coach died, I get it. But like, he kind of just gave up, so it's kind of hard to pick Anthony Smith in this fight. Never really know what kind of fighter you're going to get in Anthony Smith. You don't know what Anthony Smith is going to show up. So, yeah, give me Zhang Minyang by KO. And moving on to the main event of the evening. Ian Machado Garry versus Carlos Prates. Ian Machado Garry coming off that boring decision against Shavkat on short notice, where a couple people were glazing Shavkat. Dude, Shavkat's this boogeyman, bro. I remember I dropped a video way back. If you scroll back to the channel, I was like, bro, Bilal would have beat Shavkat. People thought I was crazy, bro. Bilal would have beat Shavkat. Then we see Ian Machado Garry almost fraud check Shavkat, bro. Shavkat's, he's a good fighter, but bro, Ian Machado Garry almost fraud checked you on short notice. I'm talking about he almost locked in that choke. Come on, bro. He's versing Carlos Prates, fighting nerds. Got the plot armor on a 5-fight KO streak. KO'd everybody in the past 5 fights. I mean, bro, Carlos Prates is one of them. And I'm going Carlos Prates in this fight, bro. I'm going Carlos Prates in this fight. Ian Machado Garry, the only way he wins this is by boring decision. That's the only way he wins. I think everybody knows that. He's probably not going to sub Carlos Prates. He's probably not going to sub Prates. He's not going to knock out Prates. It's by holding control time and being, I guess, more technical on the feet. But Prates is a monster on the feet, bro. So I'm going Carlos Prates to get it done. I mean, Prates is literally that guy, bro. Like, and I'm glazing a little bit because fighting nerds, but give me Prates. He has the reach advantage. He's a dangerous striker, man. And he and Garry, he don't really got that. I mean, he has a small head, bro. I don't know if he got the chin to really like just tank one of these punches. And he's also stepping in on short notice. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. I think Shavkat was a more dangerous matchup for him than Carlos Prates, because Carlos Prates, it's just about the striking. Shavkat's a little more well-rounded, more leaning towards the grappling. But Carlos Prates, I still like this fight for him. It's going to be a lot harder than Jeff Neal, but I think he'll get it done. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'm out.